I'm Patty Umali. I'm the creator of The Girl Who Sees, and I'm a Filipino American, and I came up with this idea when I really wanted to make an adventure game. And while thinking about what culture to focus this game on and what story to write, I thought, well, there should be fantasies and adventure games about people of color. And this kind of goes along with my hopes of creating more games that teach about other cultures. And so I thought, well, if I'm going to make a fantasy adventure game and it's about people of color, I should start with my own culture first. And so this is now a Filipino fantasy adventure game.
I'm Therese Datu. I am marketing lead and one of the game designers on The Girl Who Sees. As a game designer and an avid gamer, you're surrounded by all these great games with all this great lore and mythology. Everyone knows who Shiva is, thanks Final Fantasy. Other cultures have had their lore worked into video games. And so when I saw that Patty was working on a Filipino mythology game, a Filipino fantasy adventure game, I thought to myself, like, well, duh.
One of my main priorities in making The Girl Who Sees is first and foremost that it's accessible for anyone to play, because I think that this is a great way to learn about Filipino culture no matter how much you already knew beforehand. But at the same time, I certainly have hopes that this game will specifically impact young Filipinos, specifically young Filipinos who grew up outside of the Philippines because their parents had moved them abroad.
Being a Filipino American here in the US, I feel is a little different for me because I was raised on the island of Guam. So I feel that I've sort of maybe lost my culture maybe 2 times. My parents decided not to teach me Tagalog growing up. They felt that when I spoke Tagalog, I would get an accent. And they did not want me to have an accent because at the time, if you have a Filipino or an Asian accent, you're perceived as uneducated. And because I'm a first-generation American and they came to America for more opportunities for me and my sisters, they didn't want me to be held back by anything. Well, I appreciate all the sacrifices they made for me. To feel that your culture holds you back is a sort of a major wound.
I'm thinking that a game like this might help some people say, oh, hey, I never got to learn Tagalog when I was younger. Maybe I should try again and maybe I should start now. Or they might say, I didn't know all these things happened during World War II in the Philippines. Maybe I should read about it. Or better yet, maybe I should ask my grandparents and my parents about what they experienced. I would be really happy if you chose to help fund The Girl Who Sees, because I think that this is a game worth making. This is a game that can cause a lot of good, especially in the Filipino community, and I think it would be a lot of good for all types of people who want to learn about other cultures. With your help, we can make that happen.